Ma'am, wait for 2 minutes.
2 minutes we will have to wait. Okay. So students, see your friend Rito, he has made the Newton's disk. He has showed it yesterday also. Okay, Trishan Dolu, see, Trishan has also made the Newton's disk. That is very good. So can you spin it, Trishan? Then spin it or rotate it. Let's see it spins or not. Can you rotate it, Trishan?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. बहुत अच्छा है.
Have you attached a battery to it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's really very good. So students, you can see that Krishan has also made the Newton's disk. And as Ridroboto said that Ridroboto has also made one. So we will see that. And if others can also make it, you can also try to make it, because you don't need too many materials for making it. Just paper and color, that's it. No, we can't see anything.
Now you,
but we can
ma'am,
see.
now you can see.
Yes, now we can see it. We can see the disc. It is very nicely made, very good. Okay, yes. Now, so students, see. So the disc is rotating, and we can also see the white color. Can all of you see? We cannot separate. When it is spinning at a very high speed, we can see the white color. See, we cannot differentiate each of these colors from right. Separately we cannot differentiate, but now when the disc has stopped, now we can differentiate the colors. That's really very good, Trishan. It's a very good work. Very nicely you have made and showed it to all of your friends also. Very good. And now Dhrito Bruto.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it is too small, but ma'am, you can identify the color also.
Okay, so you show it. It's okay.
And this is a small one. And without battery.
Yes, but the colors are visible. But the colors are visible. Can you spin it?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, at very high speed also.
So you have made it with rubber band. Yes. So here also you can see, students, that the white color is visible. So what Trishan has showed us and Rito Broto has showed us, in both the Newton's disc, you can see that the colors, we cannot differentiate them separately. When we spin it at a very high speed, you can see it looks exactly white. So this proves that white color contains all the 7 colors of Vibgyor. Okay. So anyone, students, you also, others can also try it. Very good work, Drito Broto and Trishan also. Very good. Very nicely you have made it.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's see up to which part we have completed yesterday. Electric circuit, that I have told you about electric circuit, how the circuit, a proper circuit is made, and how if the circuit is disconnected or it is broken in some part, then it will not light up, the bulb will not light up. So up to this I have told you. So here is also a let's perform portion. You can see this on the screen. I'm zooming in this part. What you will have to do, what is the aim of this experiment? See, to show how a continuous flow of electric current is generated. So continuously flowing an electric current, how we will generate it. So this is our aim. What are the materials that you will need? You will need 3 pieces of plastic coated wires that is easily available, bulb holder, wire, cutter, and a battery. So these are all you need. 3 pieces of plastic coated wires, bulb holder, wire cutter, and a battery. So what you will have to do here, take 3 pieces of plastic covered electric wire and remove a little of plastic from both the ends of the wire. You all know how to do it. From the both ends of the wire, you will have to remove the plastic a little bit. You can do it with using a wire cutter, with the help of wire cutters. Now connect the uncovered end. At the uncovered end, you will see the copper wires. They are very thin, but you can see it. Now what you will have to do, connect the uncovered end of two pieces of wire to the battery terminals. So here in the picture it is given, you can see how it is done. So first of all, the ends of those wires, you will have to cut it. You will have to cut the plastic cover using a wire cutter. When the copper wire will be, you can see it properly, then that opening where you have just removed the plastic, just attach it or connect it to the battery. This is the battery you can see here in this picture. And you can see the two ends of the wires, they are connected to the battery. And another two wires, they are connected through this one. This is the conductor that will carry the electric current. And ultimately, when it will just get the proper circuit, then it will give you the electricity that you can use to light up a bulb and to turn on a fan, small fans, whatever you want, you can use it for use the electricity that we get from the battery. Now what you will have to do, connect the uncovered end of two pieces of wire to battery terminals, put the bulb in the bulb holder and connect the battery, the three wires and the bulb holder with the bulb as in the figure. So as it is exactly shown in the figure, in this way you will have to make it. Alternately, bring into contact and then draw apart the two free ends of the electric wire. You can also draw it apart as it is shown here also. And you will have to, when they apart, it remains unlit. So this is why this part is here, this one. I'm just zooming it. So when this one will be, when this part will be connected, the bulb light up. This part. When this part will be connected, the bulb will light up. And when you will disconnect this part, then the bulb will remain unlit or it will not light up. Similarly, you can also do it directly from the using the battery. If you disconnect the wires from the battery, then the bulb will not light up. Okay. So this is also an example of simple circuit, making of a simple circuit. How you can make it yourself. It's a very easy task. It's very easy.
Ma'am, I have made this already.
You have already made this. Yes, and I think you have showed it also, right, in school?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, like that only I have made, but ma'am, on sensor I have applied.
You have just applied the sensor. So it's very easy to make the electric circuit. What is a circuit? A circuit is also provided with three switches. And that makes it possible to allow or stop the flow of current as required. When the switch is closed, the circuit is closed, and such a circuit is called open circuit. And when the switch is open, the circuit is open, such a circuit is called closed circuit. So here you can see that the words are not similar. Why I am telling you, suppose when the switch is closed, that means when the switch is in off condition. When you switch it off, what will happen? The wires will not remain connected. When you turn off the switch, what will happen? Why it is called open circuit? Though the switch is in off condition, okay, though the switch is closed, but the term we used, that is called the open circuit. Okay, so why it is called open circuit? Because when you switch it off here, you can see, then these two wires, they get disconnected or detached. So as here a open space is formed or produced, and due to this open space, what happens? The electric current cannot flow. See, as it is switched off, so the electric current will stop here, or from the battery it cannot go to the next part. Okay, so it cannot travel to the next. So this is why it is called open circuit. The circuit is open here. So this is why only when they will be connected, then only the current can flow. It can go to the bulb and the bulb will turn on or light up. Okay, so this is why it is called open circuit. Similarly to the next picture also, you can see it is a closed circuit. Why it is a closed circuit? Because the switch is in on condition, and as the switch is in on condition, so you can see these are connected. So this symbol is showing us that these two wires are connected with each other. Then very easily from the battery, here you can see the flow, as I have told you in the previous class, that the positive and negative charges, they indicate that in which direction the electricity or electric current will flow, in which direction the current will flow. The current generally flows from the positive to negative direction. And this is why they are denoted by two signs, like positive or plus sign and negative or minus sign. So if the circuit is closed, then what happens? Then the wires can get connected with each other and the electric current can easily flow through the wires. And when the circuit is open means the switch it is switched off condition, and then the circuit gets open, and those wires, two wires, they get detached with each other. And when the wires get detached with each other, that means the circuit is a broken circuit. Okay, open circuit means it is broken. It is actually not broken, it is detached at some particular area or part. As the wires are detached, so the current cannot flow. It do not get a complete circuit. It cannot flow from one part to another. So the bulb will remain off. So this is what we mean, what we call open circuit and closed circuit. Is this concept of open circuit and closed circuit clear? If any
Yes,
doubt
ma'am.
is there, you can tell me.
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Okay, it's quite easy. Next part, you can see components of an electric circuit. What are the components? This one also you have just read that the components are, okay, it is written as follows. The components are, the first component that you can see here. What is that? The electric circuit. Look at the previous structure or previous, this one, previous picture that is given. What are the components? The battery is there. We generally call the battery cell. Okay. And the wires are there. Okay. And the electric bulb is there. And we also need the switch. Okay, so these are the components, main components of the electric circuit. Now let's see what is written here in the cell or battery section. What is a cell? A cell is a source of electric current. It has a positive terminal and a negative terminal also. Terminal means what? Terminal means end. Okay, the positive terminal of the cells is connected to the negative terminal of the second cell. So generally, whenever we have you ever put the batteries into a torch, simply a torch, or any gadget where you will have to put the battery one after another? Have you done it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Most of the cases you must
Yes,
have
ma'am.
noticed that the positive and negative, suppose if you have to use two batteries, you cannot put them in the same direction. First positive and negative, the next one will be negative and positive. Have you seen it? Have you noticed it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So for a proper current flow or electrical flow, so what we will have to do, the positive terminal of a cell is connected to the negative terminal of a second cell, and so on. Like this, how many batteries you will need, you will have to connect them in the same way. Such a combination of two or more cells is known as battery. So each one individually is called a cell. So when we connect the cells, two or more cells, for some particular purpose, for the flow of electric current, then together they are called the battery. Okay. So here is the difference between the cell and the battery. Individually, they are called, each of them are called cells. But suppose to light up a torch, you need three, we will call it cells. Okay. So when you will attach or connect the three cells with each other, one after another, then together they will be called the battery. A battery can be made of connecting cells in two ways, series and parallel. So there are two ways. I was telling you
Most
just
of they
now
are series.
that sometimes, yes, sometimes we will have to arrange them in the opposite direction. But in some cases, there are also cases where we will have to arrange them in exactly the direction the first one is. All the batteries are arranged in positive, negative, positive, negative. Some cases are there, but mostly we arrange them in the opposite directions. So each of them will be called cell. When particular number of cells are arranged or connected together for some particular purpose, then those number of cells together, they will be called the battery. Batteries, in batteries, cells can be arranged in two ways, either parallelly or in a series. In the first method, that means how to make the series. In the first method, the negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of the next cell in row wise. Okay, here you can see the series, this one. This one is making the series. That means in a row wise, we will just connect the positive end to the negative end. This is called a series.
Ma'am, while making my solar city for the science exhibition, that time I don't know what is a positive or negative, and that time
You didn't know that time? Then
No,
how you
wait.
made it?
Ma'am, I have first time I thought I will get current, and I got current also. And one part I have connected with the diet, and another part I have hold in my hand, and then I start on, and then I on the switch. That time I
So
got
now you
negative.
know from where the current is coming. Now is it clear? Your concept is clear of positive charge and negative, sorry, positive terminal and negative terminal of battery?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So these are the charges. These actually ions are present there. Positive charge, negative charge. These ions are present there, which are also called electrolytes. They carry the electric current. Okay, that are present. The chemical, there is a chemical. That chemical is present inside the battery, inside each cell. Those chemicals contain those ions. Those ions carry the electric current. And now there are positive charges and negative charges. And to detect the positive charges and negative charges separately, this is why we mark them as the plus sign and minus sign. Okay, they generally carry the they generally discharge the electric current. From there we get the electric current. And positive, negative, positive, negative, if in this way we connect the cells, suppose two or more cells, we are connecting them, we are connecting the positive end of one cell to the negative end of another cell, like this one, as you can see, in a row wise manner. That is called a series, and this connection is called a series connection. In some other devices, you will also see that the batteries are not connected in a row wise manner. They are connected, they are just simply stacked one after another, like a column. Okay, this is what is written here. So similarly, the positive terminal of the cells are connected together with the help of wires, and such type of connection is known as parallel connection. What is a parallel connection? let's see, when we connect the cells in parallel, the negative terminal of the cells is connected, the negative terminal of the cells is connected together. Similarly, the positive terminals of all cells are connected together. Here you can see the negative terminals are not connected. So according to the previous rule, if this one is positive here, this one is negative. So in the second one, there should be the negative and this one should be positive. But no, this is not correct. So if this cell was here, if this cell was connected here in this position, then as this is negative, then here should be positive and here should be negative. And that connection would be called a series, right? But if the batteries, if the cells are kept one after another, then all the positive sides should remain in one column and all the negative sides should remain in one column. That means all the batteries, all the cells should be kept exactly in the same manner. Is it clear? So this type of connection is called parallel connection. So these are the two different types of connections of the cells that can be made. So when two or more cells are connected together for some particular purposes, then together they are called the batteries. So each of these are called cell. This one is a cell. Okay. This one is also a cell. Similarly, this one is also a cell. Okay. So individually they are called cells, but when they are connected together for a particular purpose, so for the flow of electric current, we need to light up the torch. So we have connected these cells together. This whole thing will be called a battery. So this is what we do not call properly. We call each of them battery, right? So we go to the market, go to the shop, and we want to buy the batteries. So the together, each of these cells, each of these are called cells. Together, when they are used or when they are connected, they are called the batteries. So there are two ways of making the battery. One is called the series connection and another is called the parallel connection. In the series connection, the negative end of one battery, it should be connected to the positive end of the second battery. Similarly, in case of the third and second battery also, the negative end of the second battery should always be connected to the positive end of the third battery. So this is how in a series, we connect the cells. But in a parallel connection, all the cells of the battery, they are arranged in the same way. Okay. All the positives are in one side and all the negative parts are in the another side. So these are the two ways of making a battery. Clear up to this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for today you mark up to this. Tomorrow we will start from this part: electric appliance, conducting wires, and ammeter or voltmeter. I will also show you some pictures that are not given in your book, pictures of some tools and some apparatuses where we use all these methods. Okay, so I will show you some picture, but tomorrow, not today.